Oh, okay. These guys are dry now, so we'll start with the Ferret Weasel. I'm going to do a little dry brushing on him just to pick out. You don't have to. If you look at him, he's good enough as it is right now. Just put a sealing coat on him. Oop, there we go. And he can be on the board. So, but for his teeth, I'm going to put some Nolan oil, just a little detail to the teeth, and dull it down a little bit too white. And but for his fur, I'm going to use Monolith's Golden Brown, which is basically it's a yellowish brown. And this is just for a very light highlight, just to pick out some more of his fur. Yeah, this is just to make more of his fur stand out and add some more detail to it. It doesn't take a lot. It just all you just trying to do is just get the stuff to stand up. There we go. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo his eyes. I shouldn't have done his eyes yet. But yeah, you can come down to the black too. You can do this in the black. I'll make that pop out. And also what it kind of does, it kind of blends the two colors together too. So the black and brown kind of merge a little bit easier together. So get his tail. There you go. Get his belly. Get it under his chin. There you go. So we're not painting to win awards or anything. This is for painting miniatures. So if you buy a big board game with a lot of miniatures, this is the way you can paint those miniatures. Get them on that board, and you can be playing your board game with nice painted miniatures instead of just the plastic miniatures. So his fur, basically his fur is done. So I'll clean that. Put this back on. Now for his tea, I said all I'm going to use is some Nolan oil. Yep, use Nolan oil. And just too much. There we go. That cleans that up. But there we go. It dulls it down, but you still can see his white teeth and stuff. So yeah, he's still a little dangerous. And that's all you need to do for him. Just paint the base wherever you want. And for me, I'm just going to paint the base gray because I'll probably be using this guy in a dungeon. My game. So let's see. I don't need that color here. And oh, it's Black Templar. Where about my gray? This. Or you can paint it brown or green, whatever you want. But just paint it gray. So yeah, so if you need an idea how to paint them, I said just look at some wildlife footage of ferrets or weasels, and then you can just paint them just like that if you want to. Or yeah, so you can paint them white if you want to do an Arctic weasel or others different colors depending on what your world needs, your adventure needs and stuff. So basically, that weasel done. You can go over here doing the elk. Get that out of the way. Now we're going to look at the cabbage. The man-eating cabbage. Rah, 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 rah. So the white's dry. What it does, it adds texture and stuff. As I said, we're going to dry brush this too. But for the purple, I'm going to try Vulpus Pink. Another one of the new colors. I haven't tried yet because there's no agitator in there yet. Oh, and you can see we need agitator. If you look at this applicator right, if you look at the bottom, you see you got all this pigment still stuck to the bottom. What the agitator does will get down there, it'll break that up and get that pigment mixed in with the fluid. So you kind of paint it like how you want to. So it's going to be white along the edges and purple or pink, right down the middle. So this, if you look at red cabbage, that's how it kind of looks like. It's the white's along the edges and the coloring is in the middle. So, but as I said, you can paint this any way you want. You can paint this like a head of iceberg lettuce too. It's a man eating cabbage. Let's see, let's do the side. Back. Yeah, kind of look at how the miniature sculpted and see where the different lines are. But it's gonna be your call on how you want to paint it. So that put some here. No, these kind of blend together. So like this. And this guy also has a tail and feet too, so he'll chase after you. So you end up in his garden doing something. He's not gonna like it. He's gonna chase you down. Now, would that be embarrassing? Play a game of D&D and get killed by a head of lettuce? Yeah, that won't be the strangest thing, but it would be fun. If your players get too aggravating what they're doing, and say, "Oh, come across a garden. Hey, guys are hungry. Yeah, you guys been walking all day. You guys are hungry. Where you going? Oh, there's some carrots. All right." Next thing I know, you got a whole bunch of heads of lettuce chasing after you. Now, wouldn't that be interesting? But so get this. So yeah, so just look at it and just paint how it feels. If you make it feel how you want to, so it's all up to you. Then you gotta figure out how you're gonna paint the feet on this thing. Are you gonna do like chicken feet? It looks like chicken feet, but what color would it? Would it be brown? Would it be green? So I'm thinking I'm gonna go brown with it. That's dirt and mud. The roots. So just finishing up the purple. Okay. There we go. Cabbage. So for the feet, I'm going to use another new color. There's actually two different colors. There it is. Rattling Grime and Gargak Sewer. Yeah, I'm going to go with the sewer. It's more brownish. Yeah, so this is for his feet. And his tail. There we go. So his tail, all roots were his feet. So we'll let that dry. Now for his mouth, in between the teeth, I'm just gonna go with black. Let's make it dark. go. We'll let this dry for a little bit. Now for the Dryads. So basically, they're done. You can just leave it just like this, paint the base, and you're good to go. But I say I'm going to do a layer of gray on there. So this is Monolith neutral gray. It's a darker gray. You can use whatever GW equivalent to it. All I'm going to do with this is just hit different spots. And what it does, it just kind of puts a little gray on the mix, because make it more barky. I mean, because like wood's not brown, so a little gray. It actually makes it looks like it has bark. Yeah. And so if you dry brush it, it dries really quickly, because I'm going to be going over another color on this, which is a lighter gray. This is neutral gray, bright neutral gray, which basically is it's a very light gray. With a brush, get most of it off. Then you take it, and you just it just picks up the color and adds some. It picks up all the texture on the figure too. Then with the white clay, it doesn't take much, so. I said, with these Dryads, there's not much to them, so it doesn't take very much to paint them. And that's it for the Dryads. And I said, if you get too light, if it's starting to look too light, like now I more look at I wouldn't leave it too heavy on it. It's too light, so I'm going to take it back down. But so you can use black if you want to, and that'll darken it down, or you can use the Agris Earthshade, which is the brown. Right here, yeah. Put it here. Anyone who's done GW washes know what happens if you leave them unattended. They like to fall over and go to sleep on you. So get a big brush and just tone that down a little bit, and also add some more color to it too. There you go. And basically the Dryads are done. We'll put that brown on there, just gives it a little more texture. And what you could do, if you had some, you can get this foliage from Woodland Scenics or other, and they're like little clumping, and you can add glue clumps on there with to represent leaves and stuff like that. You can get vines, and you put vines on them and stuff like that. So like they got vines and stuff growing on them. So let's just let those dry. We come back to our cabbage. So let's see, looking at our cabbage. Yeah, it's gonna take a few minutes for him to dry. So wait for him to dry. Then we do a little dry brushing, and he'll be done. So I'll be back in a minute. Oh, okay. Now that's almost dry, so we're gonna do a quick work on. I'm gonna do a little extra on the killer cabbage. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna do a little highlighting. This along the edges. And basically, I'm just getting paint on my paintbrush and just painting with the side of just catching the edges. It just gives more detail to it and everything. So, get this here. And make sure everywhere where you want the light to be, just like along here, just the very top. So if you look at a head of red cabbage, there is no wrong way of painting it. So you just paint it the way you want to. As I said, it comes down to it is your miniature, and you paint it the way you want to paint it. So you get other people that judge you, and I go, "Oh, you didn't paint it this way." It doesn't matter. It's your hobby. It's your miniature. You paint as good as you want or as terrible as you want. Paint his teeth kind of white too. I'm just gonna put a quick wash on his teeth. That's the after that dries, just to make it a little bit different. So just now I got that white on there. Now I'm gonna do a little dry brushing on him because he has a lot of little veins and stuff in the leaves and stuff. You just knew I picked that up. There you go. Actually, that pink is actually quite good for cabbage. Red cabbage, yeah. There you go. There's a little cabbage monster. Oh, see this? Yeah, this little. Yeah, his feet are still a little wet. Now, I think the last thing to do would be his teeth. I'm gonna make those a little bit darker and stuff. So I'm gonna use a Nolan Earth. Just put it right in. Make his teeth stand out. There we go. That's it. Not much to it. As I said, the base you can paint any way you want. Paint it brown if you want to. If you got any special effects paint, you can put on there. So, well, and that'd be a little cabbage monster. Not much to it. Now you got a little monster, little cabbage running around guarding your garden for you now. So, this went a little bit longer than I thought. I thought I was just going to do the elk, but I said, let's do all these little ones, get these out of the way. I said some of these are the easy ones. Next, I got a couple more coming up. I got some trolls, ants, and some other ones. So a little bit more different, a little bit more. So until later, guys. Keep painting, and let's get rid of those big piles of unpainted miniatures you got around you. So okay, until later, guys. Have a good night.